Hello students, in this session I will discuss some more important questions of definite integral. Already I have discussed up to question number 5. So let us start with question number 6. Evaluate the integral 0 to pi x upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx. So whenever we have x in a function, we need to remove it so that the integral can be integrated easily. So let us take this integral equal to I. I is equal to 0 to pi x upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx. This is first. Now using the property 0 to a fx dx is also equal to 0 to a fa minus x dx. So this I can be is equal to 0 to pi, replacing x by pi minus x here. Pi minus x upon a square cos square pi minus x plus b square sin square pi minus x dx. Now this is equal to 0 to pi minus x upon cos pi minus x is equal to cos 180 minus x is equal to minus cos x, but square sign is there, so it is equal to positive cos square x. So a square cos square x plus again sin 180 minus x is equal to sin x, so we can write v square sin square x and dx. This is number 2. Now if we add these two equations on adding first and second, on adding equation first and equation second, we get in the left hand side I and I is equal to 2i, and in the right hand side from 0 to pi the denominator is same in both these equations. So taking the denominator as LCM, LCM as a square cos square x plus b square sin square x, and in the numerator we have this x plus pi minus x plus pi minus x dx. Now this x and x is cancelled here, so this is equal to 0 to pi upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx. Now pi is a constant, so it can be taken out of the integral, and this is equal to, if we take pi common, then 2i is equal to pi is outside, 2i is equal to pi is outside, from 0 to pi 1 upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx. Now here we can apply one more property. We know that 0 to 2a fx dx is equal to twice 0 to a fx dx if f2a minus x is equal to fx. Here the function fx is equal to 1 upon a square cos square x. So the function is here fx is equal to 1 upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x. So if I replace this x by 2a minus x, that is pi minus x, then f of pi minus x is equal to 1 upon a square cos square pi minus x plus b square sin square pi minus x. As you know, cos pi minus x is equal to minus cos x, but because of the square sign it will become positive, so we get this is equal to 1 upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x. Sin 180 minus x is also equal to, so there is no change in the function, so this can be written as pi into twice 0 to, and this limit is halved here, so this will be equal to pi by 2 1 upon a square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx. Now we need to evaluate this integral So let us take cos square x common from here, dividing both numerator and denominator by cos square x. So this is equal to, here 2 and 2 is also cancelled, so I is equal to pi and 0 to pi by 2, and dividing the numerator and denominator by cos square x. On dividing by cos square x, we get in the numerator sec square x 1 upon 1. Here if we divide by cos square x, we get a square plus b square tan square x dx. Now let us take tan x is equal to t. So let tan x is equal to t. This gives us sec square x dx is equal to dt. And when changing the limits here also, when x is equal to 0, then the value of t will be 0, and when x is equal to pi by 2, the value of t is equal to infinity, because tan pi by 2 is equal to infinity. So the limits are now from pi, and the limits will also change with this substitution. The lower limit will be 0 to infinity, and sec square x dx will be replaced by dt upon a square plus b square t square. Now taking b square common from here, if we take b square common, then pi upon b square and 0 to infinite dt, and b square has been taken as common, so a square upon b square plus a square upon b square plus t square dt. As you know, dx upon x square plus a square is equal to 1 upon a tan inverse x upon a. Using that formula, if we apply that formula here, then this is equal to pi upon b square into the value of a is here, it is the square of a upon b. So 1 upon a, that is a upon b, tan inverse t upon a upon b, and applying the limits, because this is a constant, it can be taken out, or applying the limits from 0 to infinite. Now this is equal to pi upon b square, and applying the limits here, 1 upon a upon b can be taken out as constant, because it has 1 upon a upon b, and here if we apply the limits t is equal to infinity, then tan inverse infinity minus t is equal to 0 means tan inverse 0. This b times cancelled, so this is equal to pi upon ab, I is equal to pi upon ab, and the value of tan inverse infinity is pi by 2 minus 0, pi upon 2 minus 0. So the final answer is, this integral, definite integral, has the value pi square upon 2ab. So this is the final answer of the question. Next question, question number 7. Evaluate the definite integral 0 to pi by 2 x sin x cos x upon sin 4x plus cos 4x dx. So again in this integral we have x, so this has to be removed. So let the given integral be equal to I. So let I is equal to 0 to pi by 2 x sin x cos x upon sin 4x plus cos 4x raised to the power x dx. Let this be the first equation. Now using the property 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a fa minus x to remove x. So again that value will be also be equal to I, 0 to pi by 2 x will be replaced by pi by 2 minus x, sin pi by 2 minus x, cos pi by 2 minus x, upon, in the denominator, sine 4 raised to the power 4 pi by 2 minus x plus cos raised to the power 4 pi by 2 minus x dx. So in here I have used the property 0 to a f x dx is equal to 0 to a f a minus x dx. Now on further simplification, 0 to pi by 2 minus x, sine 90 minus x, pi by 2 is cos x, and cos 90 minus x is sine x, upon, in the denominator we have sine 90 minus x is cos x, and raised to the power 4 means cos raised to the power 4x plus sine raised to the power 4x and dx. So this is number 2. On adding first and second, we get in the left hand side 2i is equal to 0 to pi by 2. Both are having the same denominator. So taking the LCM, sine 4x plus cos 4x, and in the numerator from the first function we have x sin x cos x, x sin x cos x, and from the second we have pi by 2 minus x sin x cos x dx. So if we add these to this x sin x cos x and x sin x cos x get cancelled, so we get here 2i is equal to 0 to pi by 2, and this x sin x cos x and x sin x cos x is cancelled here. We get pi by 2 sin x cos x upon sin 4x plus cos 4x dx. Now this pi by 2 is a constant, it can be taken out of the integral. 0 to pi by 2, in the numerator we have sin x cos x. Now we have got rid of x here, sin 4x plus cos 4x dx. Now to convert this into 10, let us divide both numerator and denominator by cos 4x. So if we divide by cos 4x, then pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, and if we divide by cos 4x, we get sin x upon cos cube x dx upon 1 plus sin 4x upon cos 4x, dividing by cos 4x. So dividing by cos 4x. Here we have tan 4x and plus 1, and on further simplification we can write this is equal to pi upon 2, 0 to pi upon 2, and tan x sec square x, tan x into sec square x upon 1 plus tan 4x dx. And now let tan square x is equal to t. So if I take let tan square x is equal to t, then this reduces to, on differentiating both sides with respect to x, 2 tan x into sec square x dx is equal to dt. So tan x sec square x dx here can be replaced by dt upon 2. So pi upon 2, and now we will have to change the limits. So when x is equal to 0, t is 0. When x is equal to pi by 2, t is equal to infinite. because tan square infinite is equal to infinite. So this limit changes from 0 to infinite, and tan x sec square x is replaced by dt upon 2 into 1 plus tan square x is t, so tan 4x is equal to t square. This pi upon 4 is a constant, and this dt upon 1 plus t square, this integral of dt upon 1 plus t square is tan inverse t. So tan inverse t from 0 to infinite. So this I is equal to, now putting the values here, tan inverse infinite minus tan inverse 0, pi by 4 into tan inverse infinite minus tan inverse 0. 2i is equal to, because we are here 2i, so this 2i is equal to pi by 4 into tan inverse infinity, putting t is equal to infinity here, minus tan inverse 0, applying the upper limit and the lower limit, minus tan inverse 0, and this is equal to 2i is equal to pi upon 4 into tan inverse infinity is pi upon 2 minus 0. So this is 2i is equal to pi square upon 8, and I is, this implies that I is equal to pi square upon 16. So the final answer of this question, 0 to pi by 2 x sin x cos x upon sin 4x plus cos 4x dx is equal to pi square upon 16. Next question, question number 8. Evaluate the integral 0 to pi x upon 1 plus sin x dx. So let us take this integral, definite integral, its value equal to I, 0 to pi x upon 1 plus sin x dx. Now using the property 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a fa minus x, first we need to remove the variable x from the numerator. So this I is having the same value, this integral is having the same value if x is replaced by pi minus x here upon 1 plus sine of pi minus x dx. Using the property here, 0 to a fx dx is equal to 0 to a f a minus x dx. So if we let it be equal to, this be equal to first, and on adding first and second, equation first and equation second, we get 2i in the left hand side is equal to, in the right hand side, both are having the same numerator, because the sine of pi minus x, this is equal to 0 to pi minus x upon 1 plus sine x, both are having the same numerator, so this be equal to second dx. Now on adding first and second, we get in the numerator 0 to pi x plus pi minus x upon 1 plus sin x dx. This x and x is cancelled here, so this is equal to, pi is a constant, so 0 to pi 1 upon 1 plus sin x dx. Now let us integrate this function within the limits 0 to pi. So 2i is equal to, where 2i is equal to 0 to pi, pi is outside, 0 to pi, and then 1 upon 1 plus sin x. Because this function does not contain first let us remove the denominator. So multiply by 1 minus sin x and divide by 1 minus sin x dx. So this is equal to pi 0 to pi limits 1 minus sin x upon 1 plus sin x into 1 minus sin x is equal to 1 minus sin square x. 1 minus sin square x dx. So this is further equal to pi 0 to pi and 1 minus sin x upon cos square x dx. So which is equal to pi 0 to pi 1 upon cos square x is sec square x minus sin x upon cos square. Sin upon cos is tan into 1 upon cos sec x tan x dx. And now if we integrate this function, then sec square x is equal to tan x and sec x tan x is equal to sec x. So integration from 0 to pi, this integral of sec square x is tan x minus integration of sec x tan x is minus sec x, and the limit is from 0 to pi. So this is equal to 2I is equal to pi into, now putting the limits, tan pi minus sec pi minus the lower limit tan 0 minus sec 0, tan 0 minus sec 0, pi into the value of tan pi is 0, sec pi is equal to minus 1, so minus of minus 1, tan 0 is again 0, minus minus is plus 1, so 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 is equal to 2 pi. So this 2I is equal to 2 pi, or I is equal to pi. 2I is equal to 2 pi, which implies that this integral is equal to pi. So this is the final answer of the question. Next question, question number 9. Evaluate the definite integral 0 to pi x tan x upon sec x plus tan x dx. So let us take this integral equal to, definite integral equal to I, 0 to pi x tan x upon sec x plus tan x dx. Now let us first simplify this. 0 to pi x or tan x is equal to sin upon cos 1 upon cos plus sin upon cos dx. So this definite integral reduces to 0 to pi x sin x upon 1 plus sin x dx. This cos x get cancelled. Now again this definite integral has the variable x, so let us apply the property. This I is equal to 0 to pi minus x, replacing x by pi minus x, sin pi minus x upon 1 plus sin of pi minus x dx. Using the property 0 to a fx dx is 0 to a fa minus x dx. Now this is equal to 0 to pi minus x sin x, sin 180 minus x is equal to sin x upon 1 plus sin x dx. This is number 2. So if we add these two equations, then 2i is equal to Now both are having the same denominator, first and second, so we add 0 to pi, and in the numerator we have x sin x plus pi minus x sin x upon 1 plus sin x dx. 1, this is equal to 0 to pi, and this x sin x get cancelled. Pi sin x upon 1 plus sin x dx. Now if the pi is a constant, it can be taken out of the integral. 0 to pi sin x upon 1 minus sin x, 1 plus sin x dx. Now if we multiply by 1 minus sin x, then pi 0 to pi 1 minus sin x into sin x upon 1 plus sin x into 1 minus sin x. Dx. So this is equal to pi into 0 to pi 1 sin x minus sin square x upon 1 plus sin x into 1 minus sin x is equal to 1 minus sin square x, 1 minus sin square x dx. So this is equal to 0 to pi, pi is outside, sin x minus sin square x upon cos square x dx. So sin x upon cos square x is tan x into sec x. So pi 0 to pi sec x tan x minus tan square x dx. So this can be further simplified, and pi is outside, so 2i is equal to pi into this sec x tan x 0 to pi sec x tan x dx minus this tan square x can be written as sec square x minus 1. So minus integration of sec square x minus 1 dx from 0 to pi. So this is equal to pi into sec x tan x. The integral of sec x tan x is sec x from 0 to pi minus integration of sec square x dx is tan x minus x, tan x minus x from 0 to pi. Now this pi is outside the whole value. Now let us solve it further. Putting the value of upper limit sec pi minus sec 0. So 2i is equal to pi into sec pi minus sec 0, pi into sec pi minus sec 0. This is a minus tan pi minus pi minus tan pi minus pi, and then putting 0, so both are 0 means minus 0. So this is equal to pi into the value of sec pi is minus 1, and the value of tan pi is 0 plus pi minus 0, that is pi minus 2. So 2i is equal to pi into pi minus 2. 2i is equal to pi into pi minus 2, that is the value of I is equal to pi minus 2 upon 2, pi into pi minus 2 upon 2. So this is the final answer of this question. So with this question I conclude this session. Like and subscribe my channel for new videos and press the bell icon. Thank you, students.